Hello, dear students. Today we have the first session e-learning New Hello English for Prep 1 الأباري Prep School for Girls. Mr. أحمد عبد الحفيظ معاكم. Today we are going to study Unit 11, Lesson 1 and 2. Let's start. Unit 11 is talking about on land and sea. You all know sea animals and land animals. Here we have a variety of sea animals. Page 44, student book, we have some marine or sea animals. Here we have some new vocabulary like coral reef, jellyfish, octopus, shark, stingray, turtle, whale. Of course, you know some of these vocabulary, and there are some new words we have. Okay, if I ask you, what sea life can you see in the photo? Yes, we have some pictures of marine animals. Which are dangerous? Can you tell me which one of these are dangerous? Yes, the shark is dangerous. Yes, for example, the shark is a dangerous sea animal. Why? Why do you think it's dangerous? Yes, because it eats other animals. So it eats meat. It's a sea animal that eats meat. Yes, very good. Now you can research the internet to find the names of 10 animals which have shell or tail. You can go online and find these animals that have shell or tail. You can also go through the unit and find out who wrote The Old Man and the Sea. This is a famous reader. About sea animals and sea life. You can go through the internet and find out who wrote this reader. Now let's turn to page 45. Here we have a text with words. Now we are going to read and complete the text with a word from the photo. This text is talking about dangers of the sea. Let's read it together. The shark is one of the most dangerous sea animals in the ocean. If it loses a tooth, a new one grows. A shark uses more than 20,000 teeth in its life. So how do fish and sea animals protect themselves from dangers? A stingray is a big flat fish and lives in the coral reef. If it knows a shark is coming, it jumps out of the water. The sea turtle has a hard shell to protect it. What's a shell? A shell is something that a sea animal or a land animal has on its back. بتبقى موجودة على الظهر, on its back, to protect it. Protect. تحميه. Protect from dangers. Other animals can swim very fast. The octopus has got 8 legs to help it. So how many legs does the octopus have? Yes, very good. It has 8 legs. Some sea animals like the jellyfish is poisonous. What's poisonous? Yes, it gives out poison. طيب السم ده ليه؟ Why does this fish gives out poisonous? Yes, it's also a kind of protection. للحماية برضه. It stings you when you touch it. What about the whales? These big heavy animals. So the whales are the heaviest, the biggest sea animals ever. These big heavy animals hit with their tails. Okay, so here we have some missing words. Okay, shall we complete it? Yes, very good. We have some missing words you have to complete in this text. Okay, now let's turn to talking about small grammar rule. Zero conditional if. Here we use the zero conditional to talk about things that are always true. If هنا zero conditional أو بيسموها الحالة الصفرية. We use a zero conditional to talk about things that are always true. أشياء دايما true يعني صحيحة. Facts. We call it facts. حقائق. We use it or we use if or when and the present simple in both clauses. So we have two clauses. If has two clauses. بتربط جملتين. It links two clauses. Okay? Any conditional. أي جملة conditional أو شرطية has two clauses. بيبقى فيها جملتين. Okay? It links two clauses. Both clauses are in the present simple tense. في زمن المضارع البسيط. Present simple tense. For example, if it rains, we get water. خلاص دي fact. When it's late, I feel tired. That's habit. So facts and habits. الحقائق والعادات. We use if. Zero conditional. طيب. Do we have other types of if? Yes. We have four types of if. Zero conditional, first conditional, second and third. لكن طبعا بالنسبة لبريب 1 الصف الأول احنا مطالبين بالزيرو كونديشنال والفيرست كونديشنال only. هيبقى عندك في اليونت هنا زيرو وفي يونت تانية هيبقى عندك الفيرست كونديشن. مش مطلوب منا غير 2 cases أو حالتين بس الإف بالنسبة ليكوا انتوا بريب 1. For example, we get water if it rains. I feel tired when it's late. معنى كده إن if or when can come at the beginning of a sentence في بداية الجملة or in the middle of a sentence ممكن تيجي في نص الجملة. Okay. Let's turn to some exercise. Here we have match exercise. Match to make zero conditional sentences. You can do this exercise on your own. Here we have some sentence on the left and some other sentence on the right. You have to link these two sentences to make a conditional clause if. بتربط ال two sentence أو الجملتين في الماتش to make a clause if conditional. For example, if you touch a jellyfish, it stings you. That's number one. Number two, when a stingray knows a shark is coming, yes, very good. It jumps out of the water. Number three, if a shark loses a tooth, yes, it grows a new one. لو فقد أحد أسنانه بينمو له سنة جديدة. Grows a new one. Number four, when a turtle is in danger, yes, it goes into its shell. وعرفنا الشell اللي هي for protection للحماية بتبقى on its back على الظهر. طيب number five, The octopus swims away fast. Yes, when it's in danger. يبقى احنا كده فهمنا يا ولاد. We use if or when for conditional علشان نشرط للشرطية. يبقى if or when for conditional. But be careful. We use if or when at the beginning or in the middle of a sentence for zero conditional for facts or habits only. لو جملة ما فيهاش facts or habits بنستخدم طبعا زي ما قلنا other types of conditional، لكن مش الزيرو. يبقى الزيرو اللي هي present simple في حالة الفacts والhabits only. في exercise number 4 we have to work in pairs. Take turns to complete this zero conditional sentence. You and your friend are going to work in pairs. ودي طبعا هتبقى سهلة بالنسبة لكم to make if conditional clause if. Okay, now let's turn to page 46. In page 46, we have a comprehension passage. قطعة للفهم. You have to read it silently. طبعا علشان المحاضرة هنا online I'm going to read it myself. Read it and then we are going to answer the question. Are you ready? تمام. Let's start. Plastic is everywhere. We use it for many different things. The problem is plastic stays in the environment for a very long time. Some of the plastic people find on beaches is about 100 years old. We can recycle some plastic, but most of it goes into the ocean. So we have a problem. What's the problem? Yes, we have a lot of plastic type. How do we recycle them? What's a recycle? Recycle means to use things again and again. To reuse things. بنعيد استخدامهم مرة تانية. Why? Why do we recycle them? Yes. For the environment. Plastic is poisonous. طبعا احنا قلنا poisonous لما كنا بنتكلم على ال sea animals. Plastic is poisonous when animals eat it. بتسبب في تسمم الحيوانات. Every year, more than 100,000 sea animals and birds die from plastic. We must try to use other materials, paper and glass, for example, because these are easier to recycle. طيب. So, what's the solution? الحل اللي عندي. We can either recycle plastic or use other types of materials. ممكن نستخدم مواد تانية that's easy to recycle. So why do we use paper, glass, for example, paper and glass? Yes, because they are easier to recycle. أسهل ليهم إن أنا بعمل لهم recycle أو إعادة استخدام أو إعادة تدوير. So that means that plastic is more difficult to recycle. أكثر صعوبة في عملية recycling. When we use a plastic shopping bag, for example, we mustn't throw away these bags in rivers. ما نرميهاش في الأنهار. It will take a long time to clean all the plastic rubbish from the beaches. So what's rubbish? Rubbish? You already know what rubbish means. Rubbish means litter. Yes, very good. Rubbish means litter. اللي هي old cans and old bottles. الحاجات القديمة. Is from the beaches and ocean. We have to clean all the beaches and ocean for environment للبيئة زي ما قلنا. But we mustn't stop trying to help our planet. So we do all this for the good of our planet عشان نحافظ على الكوكب. our planet. So let's start with an exercise about the definitions. Number one, to get rid of something you don't need. Yes, throw away. Number one is done, خلاص. Number two, where we live. What do we call the area where we live? Yes, that's called the environment, البيئة. Number three, a verb which means use again. قلناه. Yes, use again and again is verb recycle. Very good. Number four, I'm sorry. Things we don't need, like old paper and old plastic. What do we call this? Yes, very good, rubbish. So rubbish are things we don't need, like old paper and old plastic. Okay, now let's change to answer the questions. These are some critical questions. You have to read carefully the passage again, and answer these questions. Number one, why is there a lot of plastic in the environment? Yes, plastic stays in the environment for a long time. عشان كده قلنا صعب ان هي يعمل لها ريسايكل. طبعا البيبر والجلاس بيبقوا easier او اسهل في عمليه الريسايكلينج. Number two, what happens to most of the plastic we use? Yes, we find it on the beaches about 100 years old. They are very old. بيتجمعوا على البيتشز. تمام. Number three, which two ways can plastic be very, very dangerous for sea life? They are dangerous? Yes, they can be poisonous when animals eat it. ممكن الانيمالز eat it. It will be dangerous. Yes. You can think of other ways. They can be dangerous for sea life. Which two materials are easier to recycle than plastic? Yes, we said paper and glass. Paper and glass are easier to recycle. Type number five. How long will it take to clean all the plastic from the beaches and oceans? طبعا احنا عارفين سؤال how long. Yes. How long is asking about duration. تسأل على طول المدة. So how long will it take to clean all the plastic from the beaches and the oceans? How long? It will take a long time. Yes, هو ما حددش الديوريشن بالظبط بس قال it will take a long time. طيب. Next, what other things can make oceans dirty? ده سؤال critical برضو. يعني ممكن في other things أشياء تانية بتخلي البيتشز dirty. Yes, rubbish. We have to clean all the rubbish. All kinds of rubbish. Okay. Okay, let's turn to page 47. Here we have a small grammar rule. We have four models: must, mustn't, should, shouldn't. How do we use this? We use must to talk about things that are necessary to do. We use mustn't to talk about things that they are not allowed to do. So we use must to talk about necessary action. حاجات ضرورية لازم نعملها. And we use mustn't to talk about things that are not allowed. يعني حاجات مش مسموح نعملها. that are prohibited or banned. حاجات ممنوعة. We use mustn't. So must necessary و mustn't yes for not allowed. اللي بيسموه prohibition. حاجة ممنوعة. طيب what about should and shouldn't؟ should and shouldn't طبعا أخدناها في primary stage المرحلة الابتدائية. shouldn't we use for giving advice, to talk about things that are a good idea to do or not to do. Some things that's good to do من الأفضل تعمله, it's better to do. So you shouldn't. We use shouldn't when it's not better to do أو it's not advisable to do. يعني ما انصحكش تعمله. So we use should and shouldn't for advice للنصيحة. طبعا مختلفة عن must و mustn't. Okay. Now let's do some exercise. Here we can work in pairs to complete the sentence with must or mustn't or should or shouldn't. Page 47. Number 1. You must stop. طبعا. يبقى بالنسبة للrules أو القواعد we use must or mustn't as we said. Number 2. There is a good view of the lake from here. You space take a photo. You should take a photo. Yes, you should. طيب number 3. You space wear shoes. هنا في cross كده على الشوز معنى كده إن ممنوع. So you mustn't wear shoes. You space take them off. يبقى you should take them off or you must take them off. Number 4. You space walk in the mountains when the weather is bad. طبعا you mustn't walk in the mountains when the weather is bad. Number 5. You space walk on the grass. طبعا لما بتلاقي sign أو إشارة عندي طبعا you mustn't walk in the grass. يبقى احنا بنستخدم mustn't زي ما قلنا for banned action or prohibited actions. حاجات الممنوعة. طيب number 6. You space walk and write a text at the same time. نقدر نمشي ونكتب at the same time? No. So you shouldn't. You space look where you are going. You must look where you are going. طبعا to avoid accidents عشان نتجنب الحوادث. You must look where you are going. Here we can work in pairs using must or mustn't. That was the end of our session today. Hoping you have enjoyed it. Thank you and see you next time inshallah. Goodbye. That was the end of our session today.